Jeez, I didn't know we're invading Rome.
Welcome to the PlayCompile live stream.
Welcome, welcome. I hate Windows, I hate
On
Windows.
Twitch, Stream Elements says, PlayCompile is now live.
Yeah, get
Streaming
over it.
software and game development. Idle girls.
Let me speak.
Idle business
Let me
management simulator
speak.
minigame. Part 2.
Go.
Unity.
Go away. Why do I do this to myself? I programmed her. What kind of monster have I created? Okay, hello, welcome. Okay, so I'm greeted by. So when I wake up first thing this morning, not only is my arm still hurting, despite all the bullshit that meds puts me through. I haven't eaten in over 24 hours, by the way. I couldn't eat anything yesterday. I don't look as bad as I feel, actually. I feel like fucking shit. So imagine when I wake up this morning and the first thing I see is, oh, quickly uninstall the latest Windows update because it's destroying SSDs. And there's a few people talking about it, so I don't think it's just one guy clickbaiting. So, okay, I uninstalled the KB whatever update because, and now I'm super paranoid because if I lost my work, oh my God, let me just make sure everything is super backed up right now. So Idle Girls is super important. So let's delete copy. And then Snowbreak Launcher keeps showing up when I start my computer, and it shouldn't be. Is there a setting in here? But also there's a bunch of reg keys apparently that it can't be found. Wait, isn't that what Revo uninstall is supposed to do? Yeah, but it needs... Revo uninstaller needs the app to be listed still. So if we look at my registry keys, this was Nox Player. This was GT Arcade. That's because I was cleaning up my app data folder while I was debugging stuff when I was working on a... long story. I'm basically... I'm in the... It takes too long to explain. Flax engine source code. I'm doing like a fork, my own fork of that. So I've been in like source repos and all that stuff, and there was a lot of debug messages coming out of that while I was making changes to it. And I noticed there was still some leftover stuff from Nox. There was some leftover stuff from GT Arcade. This is like borderline spyware because these programs were uninstalled quite a long time ago. But they're still trying to run stuff in startup from my app data folder. That is terrible. That is dodgy as fuck. Now, we can't do it through Revo Installer because Revo Installer... the only reason I came in here... No, there it is. So we can stop that from auto-launching. Okay, so at least we fixed that. So Snowbreak won't come up anymore. But what the hell is this, right? So we need to be in reg edit. There's still some leftover registry keys, obviously. Can I not copy this text? Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? That is bullshit. And then when I look at that, and when I click off back into reg edit, that I can't even see it. So now I need to do that. I fucking hate Windows. Let me select the text, you wanker. I have to manually type that in now. God, I fucking hate you, Microsoft, so much. Let's see if we can... That's the path, though, right? So if I go to current user... Okay, we're in current user. What's next? Software. That's where I was. Okay, under software, Microsoft. Should it be under Microsoft? Oh, wait, did that just take me there? There's GT Arcade. Right, get rid of GT Arcade. GT Arcade is Ecocalypse. That's the only place I installed GT Arcade for, was the Ecocalypse game, which is one of the worst gacha games I've ever played. Okay, so that should have taken care of that one. Wait, that wasn't the one we were doing. We were doing Nox. Is there a Nox folder in here? Okay, so I just did GT Arcade. Okay, so... we want to be under Windows current version. Right, this is Windows current version. run, and then Nox. Run. There it is. Microsoft Edge auto launch. Nobody uses that. I better leave that though, because there's GT Arcade. Look at these cheeky bastards putting stuff in my registry. I mean, what the hell is that? Who even knows? AFUUID. If I don't know what it is, I shouldn't remove it. Okay. I can't log out and back in again without ending the stream. But I kind of want to see whether that fixed it. Oh yeah, no, these two can't be found, but they've still got entries, so I do want to get rid of those two. So the only one I want to leave in is Edge, just in case that breaks something else, because Microsoft love to weave their fucking Edge into all kinds of things, just to try and force you to keep it on your system. Alright, so let's empty recycle bin. I want to copy Idle Girls to Idle Girls copy. Okay, and yeah, I do try to do this, but I don't do it as regularly because these are slow-ass drives. So I keep my live projects obviously on SSDs, but this new thing that's breaking SSDs apparently in Microsoft updates has been killing some SSDs. This is an old USB drive, but that's why I don't back it up as often as I should, because it takes... I mean, it's only 7.5 minutes, but still, 7.5 minutes is a lot faster than, you know, the 30 seconds it takes on the SSD. So I always keep plenty of backups here on my SSD project drive. But in case that drive dies, I also try to keep backups over here. Now that's one of my ongoing projects. What other ongoing projects do we have? Prometheus test is another important one. I'll just update that while I'm at it. Yeah, Prometheus test is my Unity Gaming Services replacement. But that's the Unity project side of it, so that's the client side. There's also the server side, the API side. I guess technically though, my API is on a web server somewhere, so it's... Even if this drive died, I'd have the code on the web server. So... I guess technically that is backed up. Okay, so things should be looking a little bit better now. We took the security update off and paused updates for whatever the maximum was. I think it was like 8 weeks or something, while Microsoft sort this shit out. Because it's not worth me risking fucking killing an SSD drive. I doubt it would, but if there's a risk, that's a risk I'm not willing to take. And for what benefit? Zero, basically. Okay, so let's get back into Unity, I guess. Where the hell is my Unity hub icon? I got too many icons on my screen. Why have I got so many icons on my screen? Where the hell is Unity hub? Or do I just get it through start normally? Okay. So obviously I was working on this yesterday. It's coming along. It's coming along. Where am I? Okay, I think the next thing... Yeah, most of the things are working pretty good. So I need to be on core canvas. I need to be on... Oh, I'm going to need an onboarding thing. Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out just now, actually. Is how am I going to handle onboarding. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to deliver tutorials in this game. Because there's a few ways of going about it, right? Let's not worry about it right now. Although I kind of do need to worry about it right now, because obviously I need to know how that's going to work with this system. I might just make it its own self-contained sub-tutorial for when this gameplay mode activates. See, at the forefront of my mind right now is tutorials. Ow. God damn it, my arm's back to hurting again. Oh, I felt great last night. I thought, oh, I'll be able to stop taking those pills soon. And I woke up this morning. It's aching like a bitch again. I mean, it's not aching as bad as it was before I started the meds, obviously, but it's still quite bad. But it sort of flares up and down. Sort of flares up on a night time usually, and when I first wake up it's quite bad, and then throughout the day, I guess it's circulation related, isn't it? So that makes sense, right? You laid in bed. Yeah, that makes perfect sense when you think about it, because it's related to the bloodstream and the circulation. So while you're laying there in bed, not doing anything other than sleeping, your blood flow is going to be different to when it is when you're up and about and you're doing stuff. And I think once the blood gets pumping and you're up and about, then it kind of like evens out and doesn't hurt as much and feels a lot better. But while you're laying there seizing up overnight, I guess it makes sense that that's why it hurts most first thing in the morning. Ow! Oh! Ah! Fuck! Ow! I shouldn't have done that. Okay. I only need to move my arm enough to type. Okay, let's not be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Alright, we're not doing fucking Mr. Motivator workouts. We just need to code. That's all I need it for. So let's not break our arm trying to do Mr. Motivator exercises. Alright, I thought that would help, but it actually didn't. It actually hurt a lot. Okay. Ooh. It fucking hurts. I know that much. I've never had it in my arms before though. It's so bizarre feeling it in your arms. Really, really weird. That's why I didn't realise it was gout at first. I thought maybe I just pulled. But that's what happened when I first got gout. I thought I pulled something in my foot. But then it just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So when I eventually went to the doctors with it, they said, oh yeah, you got gout. I was like, what? And yeah, that's what my arms have been like for a good few weeks now. But because I had COVID, I thought it was COVID. I thought COVID was making my muscles ache, but I guess if you think about it, the immune system's gone. Like my immune system would have come down because it would have been busy fighting the COVID, and I think that's when the gout got a good grip on me because my immune system was busy dealing with COVID. I think that's what's happened, and I just chalked it up to being COVID side effects. But then I was laying there thinking, why isn't this getting any better? Like COVID was like a couple of weeks ago. I suddenly thought, wait, could this be gout in my arms? Yeah. Crazy stuff. Anyway, right, let's get on with this. So server farm. Okay, I can show you the progress. Actually, I need to wire up some of these buttons. Right, so we have the overlay. Yeah, there's something that... Right, I always want to see how much money we've got. Although, I'm starting to think... I'm starting to think that this game mode will be how the player earns in-game currency, right? So the business simulator is how you earn in-game currency. Because I think that makes it fun. But then, we don't typically... I don't know if I want to add in-game currency to the top bar here for the overall core gameplay loop. I might just keep it internalized into the system here. So the top overlay includes that. Right, what do I want to call in-game currency in my Idle Girls game? I was thinking of just like iCoin for like idle coin or something. Jesus. Would it look weird if it was pink? Would it still look like a coin if it was pink? First of all, it's way too big. Can't really make it pink. Oh, I like that kind of colour though, like an orangey. Yeah, it looks, the more like weird colours you go, the less it looks like a coin, obviously. But you can go sort of more orangey, I think, and it still kind of works. Alright, let's go with that one. Could even make it a silver coin and just drain all the colour out of it. God, that's boring. Boring! I sound like Farina. Boring! Isn't there anything more interesting to do? What are we calling it? Idle coins? iCoins? It doesn't really matter. We can call it whatever the fuck we want. We could call it fucking cheese scone if we wanted. But like, obviously I want something that makes... iCoin sounds like fucking Apple owns it though, that's the only thing. The iCoin. Don't forget to pay your Genius Bar assistance with iCoin. No, I don't think I will, thanks. That looks fucking stupid. It looks like somebody took a shot on it. It actually looks like somebody did something else on it. We're not going to talk about it. No, we can't. I don't like that. I mean, the font doesn't fucking help, does it? Look at that font. No, it needs to be something cool. I mean, yeah, I could still call it the iCoin, but we need... What about, like... It's Idle Girls, right? Girl... Silhouette... Clip art. I could do something cool. Let's see some coin designs. Coin designs. They always have like flurry stuff around, and like, yeah, they're always like did wanky and that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, like this kind of shit, right? So I like. Wait, what if I took like a? So we need some central image, right? Money grabbing bitch silhouette. I quite like this one. It's kind of cute. That looks like. It looks like it should be on a toilet door somewhere. This one's already got the circle. This one could work, I guess. It's very fancy and coin-like, isn't it? Idle coin. Don't forget to spend your idle coins. Do any of them make sense for money more than others? Well, this one could almost be an eye. Actually, I quite like this. That could be like the currency symbol, I guess. Free woman. Free woman. That's very Banksy. Banksy coin.
On
Banksy
YouTube,
coin.
Great Leo says, sup.
Sup? How you doing? I don't know what should be what feels currency like. What feels currency like here? Probably none of these, to be honest. Currency. I don't want to spend all day just doing this part either. That looks like it's from a hair salon. She looks like she's taking a shit. Shitcoin? That's perfect. Let's call it shitcoin. Because it's like Bitcoin. Oh my god, that's brilliant. Shitcoin. No, I can't call it shitcoin. But I like it because it's like Bitcoin, but shitcoin. I do like that.
I was picking funk for an edit. It's been an hour now.
Picking funk. Oh, like music. Oh, that's cool. Pregnacoin. God, stop. Just stop already, please. Stop. Somebody make me stop. Meditcoin. Meditate coin. Okay, I'm just gonna go. Oh, I like the little girl with the crown on it. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I like that because it's like a piss take of the British coin. Oh, I like this one. We're going with this one. I found my winner. Winner. Chicken dinner. I don't. That's such a stupid expression. I hate that expression. I don't know why I'm saying it, but people say it in England all the time, and I have no idea why. It's so stupid. Okay, let me get rid of the background. Princess t-shirts. Princess coin. God, that's so cringe. Princess coin. Oh, see, now that's working because I'm a Brit. This feels very familiar to me. It's like the Queen's a 10-year-old. Fucking may as well be. Okay, and we can. All right. Liking it. I mean, we could just leave it like that if we wanted. But I feel like there should be some stupid ass text going around it or something.
Is that simulator game or something?
Yeah, this is my gacha game I'm making. I've been working on this since about December last year. January, something like that. Yeah, about 8 months in. We're about 8 months in. And I'm hoping to get it done by the end of January to enter into the Unity Gaming Winter Festival. Because I came second place last year. And I'm aiming for first this time. I mean, I was aiming for first last time, if I'm being honest, but you know. Does it look better or worse? I think that looks worse. iCoin. I think we should have some really cheesy text going around it, like in girls we trust, or something stupid like that. In girls, don't trust men. Don't trust men. The DTM coin, don't trust men coin. Yeah, it's just a bit of silly, isn't it? I don't know if I can pull off the text though, because Photoshop's like really arsey about doing circular text. Oh, I learned how to do this. Oh, somebody showed me. I say somebody, fucking Jibbity showed me how to do this. There is a way to do this. You create a shape.
Coin.
And then you can
Is
just...
that cash the game?
Yeah, this is gonna be the in-game currency that you farm. We've got a business simulator. I'm trying to think how this works. You can write text around. I'm trying to remember. I've only done it once. You make a circle, and then I thought you just click the text and then put it in the circle. Is that not how it works? Okay, let me ask Jibbity. Jibbity will know. In Photoshop, how do I type text around the circle of a coin I forgot? No worries, this is a common thing to forget in Photoshop. Here's how you can type text around the corner. Create the circle path. Is that different from what I was doing? Oh, you have to actually make... Oh, right, that's probably where I was going wrong. So we're using coupon half fill shape. How do I select my shape? Oh, there we go, eclipse. So we actually create... I see. We have to use an actual Photoshop shape thing. Oh God, I fucking suck at this.
Is that your web or original chat GPT?
No, that is T3 chat. So have you ever heard of Theo T3 on YouTube? He used to work for Twitch. He actually made a lot of the Twitch stuff. It's his version of it's his chat, basically. So I've joined his pro plan. It's really, really good, actually. Very, very good. And he's doing, right now, I think he's still doing it. First month is like $1, and then it's like $7 a month after that. So totally worth it. Do you want a link? It's actually just t3.chat. But the guy behind it, because I've been watching quite a lot of his YouTube videos. I always saw him. I'll be honest about this guy, right? So he used to look like... I never clicked his videos when he looked like that, because I always just thought he looked like a... I thought it was like a spoof channel. I didn't take him seriously, right? So it was like... I would always get his thumbnails in my recommended. So I'm trying to see what his thumbnail used to look like. He used to have this... There you go. He used to look like this. Now, when he looked like that, I never clicked his video because I thought, oh, he just
might be helpful for an edit then.
So when he looked like this, I avoided him like the plague because he just looks too... Look at him, he just looks too stupid. And I just thought, I don't want to watch this guy. He looks too, you know, too much like a clown. I mean, look at his thumbnails and everything. But now he's just kind of being himself, I think. And I didn't even realize it was him. So I started watching him when he started showing up in my thumbnails looking like that. And I'm like, oh, this guy's really smart and knows what he's talking about. And I'm really enjoying his content. And then when I realized, oh my God, that's the guy who always used to show up in my thumbnails. He just looks way different now. And I realized, yeah, there's no way I was clicking his thumbnails when he looked like that. But it just goes to show I've been missing out because he's actually really, really Yeah. Knows his stuff, makes really good content, and he's the chat thing that I'm using that he's made is actually really cool. But yeah, it just goes to show how you can sort of like judge people based on looks and stuff. And well, it just looks like a clown channel. Do you know what I mean? It just looks like he's just there to make fun of everything, and it's like, well, I don't really like that kind of content, really. Especially if I'm doing tech stuff. I don't, you know. Linus Tech Tips is bad.
Great Leo says, rate my second edit of thumbnail then.
Rate your second edit of thumbnail.
Is my second one I edited.
Alright, have you got a link or something? Okay, so select the ellipse tool, select the type tool, move your cursor over the circle's path. So yeah, it just needs to be around an ellipse, I guess. I was trying to do that though. Right, there we go. There we go. I got it. So let's say I wanted... Ah! There we go. In girls we trust. I can't fit it in. Don't
Great
trust
Leo
men.
as always.
Hang on. I suppose if I make it smaller, I'll fit it in. So in girls we trust. Don't trust men. That's funny. I want to start it that way though. I should have clicked over here then, shouldn't I? I could just rotate the whole thing, I guess.
I did it on Canva cause I don't have Photoshop.
Yeah, you don't need Photoshop. I don't know. I have my likes and dislikes about Photoshop. Right, in girls we trust, don't trust men. Change your taste in men. Oh, that looks like shit. Okay, I just gotta line it up though. Once I line it up, it'll look really good. I think I kind of want it closer to the thing because this bit's already. But yeah, well, okay, I can see how that works now. Okay, so we want to get rid of that layer. Shrink. Can I shrink the ellipse? Yeah, I can shrink the ellipse. It's gonna be trial and error, I think. Change your taste in men. That's too... Oh, because it's a smaller radius now, isn't it? In girls we trust, don't trust men. Right, this is funny. You won't even be able to read it by the time I shrink it down onto the thing, so I'm really... .5, I think. There we go. And I guess it probably wants to be black. Come back to me a while. Change your taste in men. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Now we just need to like fade it in to the coin. You're never going to be able to read this. Good job as well. Come back to me a while. In girls we trust, don't trust men. I like that. That's funny. Okay, I had way too much fun doing that.
What that game for, by the way?
Like I say, I'm entering a Unity contest. So if you go to Unity Player.
Boy for girl.
Oh, anybody, all ages. Well, think like Zenless Zone Zero, you know, Star Rail, that kind of market demographic. So it's just my, because I've always wanted to make my own gacha game. So
Like for example, Love in Deep Space is mostly for girl.
yeah, mine's both really.
How about one you made?
Probably more for males though. But yeah, if you go to Unity Play, they do a sort of seasonal contest. So they have well, I think they only do two actually. I think they do a winter and a summer one. So every year they do a winter and a summer games contest. It has to be a web game, and I came second place last winter, and so this one's going to be for winter this year. So that's basically what it's for. So that's what it's really for. But if you were going to ask who would the target audience be, yeah, about Genshin Impact kind of audience, you know what I mean? Like both males and females, probably more female, because I like girls games, right? I actually probably play more girls games than I do guys games. But I like, not like really, really girly games, although I do play Infinity Nikki. Why? Ah, what have I done? But yeah, just games that are enjoyed by both, but a lot of girls play them typically. So not necessarily Infinity Nikki like that girly, but something that probably has more female players than male players, like Genshin. Right, so I'm going to shrink this down a bit because it's a bit big still. Oh, I suppose it's only 3.
Can you do first person then?
I can make any game. Yeah, I can make any game. Yeah, first person is quite easy because you don't even need a character for that. You just use the first person controller, and you can get one directly from Unity, and then build your level and go from there. What am I doing? I want to give this coin an edge, that's why. Actually, it might be fine. Let's see what it looks like without the cartoony border around it. So let's save that in server farm. I might call it girl coin, just because it's silly. And now it doesn't sound like it's run by Apple. So if we go to my top panel here, we want that as the icon. Come back to me a while. Change your taste in man. Okay, so this is going to show.
Do you think I can do it in VS Code?
Well, VS Code is just the tool that you're using, right? So you can use VS Code with anything. You can use VS Code with Unity. You could use VS Code with anything, really. So that's just where you're writing your code. That's just your IDE. So yeah, you could use VS Code and anything else if you wanted to. But if you want to make a game, you're going to need a game engine, unless you want to make your own from scratch, which I wouldn't recommend. Even though I'm not ready for that yet. I am trying to edit one though. So I'll do image coin, and then we want a text mesh pro next to that.
Wait, that mean I can make gaming one in we beside?
Yeah, so basically VS Code is just an IDE, right? So it's basically a text code writing thing. So you could use that with Godot, you could use it with Unreal, you could use it with Unity, you could use it just to make your own thing from scratch, which I wouldn't recommend if you want to make a game, because you're going to need an engine to drive the game. So that's just, it's like saying I use Photoshop for graphics, right? And then saying, can I make a, it's like asking, can I make a manga with Photoshop? Like, yeah, but you don't have to use Photoshop. You could use anything you want, right? So it's like, it's just a tool to do the job. But yeah, I prefer Visual Studio, so I don't use VS Code. I actually hate VS Code. I use Visual Studio because it gives you a lot more control. You got a lot more, and they're both free. So yeah, one's sort of more lightweight. VS Code's more sort of lightweight, sort of aimed at like, I don't know, less like, I don't know, just sort of more hobbyist type thing. Whereas Visual Studio is like the full suite of everything that you need, so it's sort of aimed more at, I don't know, people who are comfortable coding, I guess. But it can be overwhelming if you're not used to it. It even overwhelms me still because they're always freaking changing it. Right, is this where I want to store money? Probably. So let's say I had 2,500 coins. How does that look? Yeah, it's a bit big. Yeah, I think black looks better up there, actually. 32. And I think what I'll do... Right, so if we put funds there, so we want to see how much money we've got. Is there something else that we should know all the time? I don't think so. I think that's the main one, is just to show the funds. Yeah, I still don't like that text. It's too big. I tend to make UI too big. Just can't help it. I dial it down. Like, this is too big, really. Okay, so that's now on the overlay, so we can use that as txt funds. And then on my overarching... Oh, I don't have an over. I thought I did. I suppose I would need to put it on... Alliance player data then. Yeah, I did put it on player data, didn't I? Yeah, the reason I put it on player data is so that it runs even when the UI is not open. Where the hell is player data? There it is. Alliance. So this is the script that I want to give it to. So we need TM Pro. And it's a text. Helps if I can spell. Text Mesh Pro UGUI TXT funds. And then an update. Do we have an update on here? I guess we don't. We must have an update on here. We don't have an update on here. Interesting. Okay, so probably good practice. It's still... Oh, there's our update. I was going to say. It's just to check if the canvas is open. There's no point updating it if the thing's not open. So we'll need a public... I guess game object. And we'll call it SF Canvas, server farm canvas. is if sf canvas active self txt funds.text equals funds toString. Okay, so now that's updating funds when I link it. So server farm canvas and txt funds from overlay. Give that a save. Okay, so I start with 2000 funds, so we should see that change to 2000. So I'll run it. Come back to me a while. Change your taste.
Shit, I got no ideas for the edit. I've been searching music for over 2 hours now.
There we go. So we've got 2,000 coins, and that'll stay up to date as we're earning currency. Spending currency, whatever. We also need a notification for emails when emails come through. Also, I broke my scrap button because I was trying to centralize things last night and GPT led me astray. We also need... I thought I had an all UI. I do have an all UI. So what has that then? Probably would have been better in all UI. Nothing has that. So can I delete that class? Yes. Okay, yeah, that's one less script then. Yeah, let's just let the Alliance script handle overlay UI. It's one less script. It sort of streamlines things a little bit better. Okay, so what I need is a notification icon. Come back to me a while. So we want like notification bell. I gotta admit, I do like the ones that have the number of messages, especially for something like an inbox. It's been this way since Christmas Day. But we could use a standard bell and then add our own circle on top of that. It's probably better because we're going to need to inject text into it anyway. I like this one actually. I might make it yellow though. Let's grab that one. Come back to me a while. Why am I singing that song? It's because of that coin, because I was saying don't trust men, and for some reason it reminded me of change your taste in men.
Wait, you play Woowa?
Change your taste in men.
I forgot.
I play Woowa, very casually. Yeah, it's not really my kind of game. But because I really like gacha games, I'm just kind of interested in them. Oh, that looks cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So what we need is to get rid of that number so we can put our own in. And I think I want to make the bell yellow. Change your taste in mind. If I just fill that though, is it going to lose all of the detail? It looks like fucking Taco Bell. It's fucking Taco Bell. I can't do that. That's fucking Taco Bell. I'll get sued. I accidentally made Taco Bell. Okay, we don't want Taco Bell. It's still a bit Taco Bell, but but it's less Taco
Since
Bell.
ads are about to run on Twitch, how about I tell you a joke?
Taco Bell. That's gonna make me agree.
I knew I shouldn't steal a mixer from work,
Now I
but
know
it
why
was
it
a
was
risk I was
silver.
willing to take.
Now I know why it was silver. Wait, what is Taco Bell's logo? I always do it. Whenever I see a bell, eventually it turns into a Taco Bell logo. But I don't even think it looks anything like that in real life. Yeah, it looks nothing like that really. For some reason, I see that and I think Taco Bell. It definitely looks like a fast food joint though. Change your taste in my hand. It's been this way since Christmas Day. Alright, let's see how that looks. It should be fine. How big is this? That's fine. Alright, give it a save. I'll just call it Mail Bell. Mail bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Great Leo says, guess what?
What? Aliens invading? I knew it. I warned you all. You wouldn't listen to me. I told you they were coming. They're here. Male bell. I'd rather have a female bell. Oh my god. I'd rather have a female bell. Whatever the fuck that would be. A bell that bans video games. A bell that removes Steam games from Steam.
Chicken butt.
Chicken butts. Tasty. Mmm. That looks horrendous. Right, let's figure this out. It's too big for a start. I told you I make UI too big. What if we just put it there like that? Yeah, you can see that. That's quite nice. It's going to be hard to... I might not put a number in it then because it's so small. It'd be hard to put a number in there. Well, it wouldn't, but you wouldn't be able to fucking read it. It's been this way since... Shut up! Fucking placebo, motherfucker. I like placebo, but... They're singing it all day. There you go, that looks nice. Okay, I like that. So we've got an image for a bell notification when there's a message. So image mail bell. Morning bell. Morning bell. Oh god, I'm singing fucking Radiohead now. Why do I have a song about everything? Why all I do is sit there and sing stupid ass songs? Because I got a fucking song about socks, a song about whatever. I don't actually think I have a song about socks, but I should. Right, so we want Alliance. Not that one. Maybe, why isn't it that one? Because it goes on progress, that's why. We want to stick it on all progress. There, I'm literally in the fucking script right now. I'm looking at all these tabs and I'm already in it. I do that all the time. Okay, so we got overlay. Now we want to add the public raw image. Pubic. Ugh. I don't want a pubic image. Thank you very much. I'm gonna get banned. What do you mean you don't know what it is? Oh, you want Unity Engine UI? Piece of shit. There, you happy? Image mail bell. With no space. Beautiful. Okay, so we don't actually have the email system set up yet, but that's, at least we've linked the bell for when we do. Doused in jits. Right, stop. Alright, we're looking pretty good. I do like the idea of notification dots though.
You know any website that we can download YouTube video?
Use 4K video. I'm not supposed to tell you that.
With better quality.
Are you on PC?
Like HD or 3K. 4K.
It's there in the title. There you go. You know, I'm not going to say it out loud.
I've been looking for that for a few days now.
Yep. Well, that's the name of it right there. But literally, I get if I made a video, all I did is I made a tutorial video that showed this, and YouTube deleted it and said it was unsafe for the community. Yeah, it's against you. This is against YouTube's TOS to tell you about this. Apparently. But sometimes you just need a copy, right? So, shut up, YouTube. Right, there you go. But that's what I use. Change. Shut up! Red dots, notification dots. So when you can hire, maybe like when a new type of staff shows up, so you can suddenly hire a new class of staff, we could put a red notification dot on staff. There'd never be a reason to have a red notification dot on stock though. I'm not going to worry about the red notification dots just yet. That's fine. Can I resize these because they're offensive?
I legit need the way to download LMAO.
You'll have to
I will
search
try
it.
to find it.
It's literally just that. It's literally right there. Where are you on? Oh, I can't put that in YouTube. I definitely can't put that in YouTube. If you come over to Twitch, I can paste it in Twitch chat if you want. But you saw what I googled, right? It's just that. That's all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. Right, let's get back to it. I'm never going to get this lot done. Right. Total daily staff. Where is that? It's part of this. It's these things here.
Found it.
You got it. Good, good. Yeah, I can't post that in YouTube chat because... Yeah, if I move that, it spreads. It gets messed up. It's kind of annoying. Shrink it that way, though. It's because of the way I organised it. I wish I hadn't done that rows and labels thing now, especially for 2. I thought I was going to have a lot of rows, but I actually ended up not doing that. And now the text is too big. I suppose I can change the font size on it. Yeah, you fool. Just change the font size on it. You damn fool! There we go. Fixed. I'm not sure about the font either, to be honest. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. That one looks alright. Instant karma's gonna get you. There we go. Now we're starting to cook. That's looking way better. Yeah, I tend to make UI too big, and then if we put that like about there, it needs to show when I click view staff, it needs to still be shown in the window. Yeah, it is. Okay, that looks way better. Way better. I might move it over there though. Oh shit. Fuck. I guess I need to do it on all of these instead. Oh no, because then I can't copy and... Oh, fuckity fuck. It's fine, I'll do it in Canvas then. There we go. Right, happy with that. Okay, so now what I need is a way to assign workers. Actually, we don't have staff hiring logic put in yet. Where's worker raw? There it is. Click scrap. Click scrap. I want to make sure this is being triggered, so I know if the button's broken or if my logic is broken. My logic is probably broken. Your logic is probably broken. Broken. Alright, let's test it. All you need is love. Love is all you need. Yep, I thought so. Okay, so that means this is not the way to call my special little function. So we need to figure out what is the right way to call my special little function, because GBT lied to me. Ah! What the fuck are you doing to me, keyboard? Love is all you need. All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. That's not what I meant to. There we go. So I need to be on my message box script, which I think is part of UI. Yeah. I made some changes to this last night because I'm adding a player flag system. So we have confirm, which calls custom. So let's go through with facts and logic. Hi, welcome to the Ben Shapiro Show. So, in the news today, we have a new confirm function has just been written by PlayCompile. Rather disgusting if you ask me. It takes a string key, a string title, a string message, and an action bool callback, and some fucking numpty is trying to call it incorrectly. Ha! Don't ask that game object, set active, true. Okay, so that all that is doing, I added that last night, is in my new message box, I wanted to add a new feature and I broke everything. This happens a lot. So my message box looks like this. And I wanted to add this don't ask again function. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a unique key. Gacha games do this a lot. They do, you know, your red dot notifications, it works like that. It's basically like a player flag system. So what we do is we send a unique key per function to the message box caller. And then if the player says don't ask again, the next time it receives that key, it will look up to see whether the player said don't ask me again, and if you said that, it will just do it. So what that means is I can have don't ask again for specific things, right? Like, are you sure you want to sell all your items from your inventory? Yeah, don't ask again. Then the next time you try and sell all your items from your inventory, it won't ask again. But it will ask you if you do something else until the first time you click don't ask again, right? So it needs to be like function specific. So that's what this string key is for. So then we query our player flag system and we say if player flags get confirm, keep, true, default, true, ask. Let me see. Are we even calling this function? Because at the moment I don't know whether the issue is at the function call level or at the function execution level. So that little debug message should tell me. All you need is love, love. Yeah, so we are executing the function. Okay, so something's broken with the function execution. Didn't I remove that? I did, but I probably didn't save it. There we go. So the function is being called, so this code is running. Don't we need to get the value out? Those are bools, right? Right, let's see what that gives us. Because I know that key doesn't exist yet, but I think the issue is that we're not creating the new key when it doesn't already exist. So the player flag result is false. Meaning we haven't said don't ask again. Okay, well that's correct. Are we just not showing the message box? No, because message box gets shown when custom is called. What the fuck is going wrong with this? What is happening? So this is being called and executed as well. Message box set active to true never happens. So we get to this line here. Don't ask.gameObject set active to false. Oh! Okay, that's not why it's not working, but I don't want to do that. If that was assuming that it hadn't come from... That was assuming that it hadn't come from confirm. If it comes from confirm, we want that there. So how am I going to know if it came from confirm or not? Yeah. No, I don't think so. Yeah. Okay, I suppose, so I don't want to add any extra variables because this function's already cumbersome enough to call as it is. So the easy way to solve this is to add an additional bool call, like something like, you know, was it called by auto true or false. But we already have 4 inputs there just to call this function, and 5 is just seems unnecessary. We should be able to intuit it from the list of buttons though. If our button names contain yes and no, then we can assume, I would just say the first button yes. If the first button is yes, we can assume that it came from auto, or at the very least it's a yes, no, maybe type question that the player's being asked, right? So if we say if button name 0 equals yes, I'll just say don't equals yes. We don't even need the else, to be honest. If it doesn't, if the first button isn't titled yes, then go ahead and disable the don't ask checkbox. Otherwise, leave it alone. Right, then on button clicked equals callback, because we were sent an action integer callback. Hide all buttons initially. Set the title, set the message. For int I is 0 to button names count. Create the buttons. Button on click add listener, message box false, on button clicked invoke captured index, and message box set active to true. But we're never reaching this code here. I am stumped. So I don't think I am calling it wrong. And just to confirm that I'm not going out of my mind. One last debug, just to make sure I understand exactly what is happening. What? Oh, I know what's happening. I was supposed to leave that open and close that because the logic needs to be active on there. That's why. Ugh, okay, it should work now. I'm a dum-dum. Yeah. Okay, I know why it's not working. It's because the script wasn't open. There we go. Are you sure you want to send backwards Bobby off to the scrap yard? Why does it say scrap worker? That's wrong. There we go. So my message box function is working correctly. Okay, good. When I allow it to run. That's the caveat. The caveat is when no, okay, that does say scrap worker, that's right. Why? Oh, so it's showing the key then. So key should be first though, right? There we go. Scrap backwards Bobby. Are you sure you want to send backwards Bobby off to the scrapyard? Right, so this is the part I need to check. So you see how that play flag result says false? What that's saying is that the scrap worker question that the player is asked currently has the flag set to false, meaning we have not enabled don't ask again. So the way it should work is if I say yes, it'll scrap the worker. Oh shit, I actually did scrap the worker. I forgot I added that logic in. Oops. Oh, that's fine. I also need to update this list then when I do that. Yeah, I did implement scrap worker logic last night. I forgot about that. I didn't think that would actually do anything. Okay. So when we bring it back up again, it should say play flag result false because we didn't tick the box. But this time if we say don't ask again and we scrap chromatic Chloe
on Twitch, Hiker QuickTime 787 says hi.
This time if we tick the box and say don't ask again and then say yes and scrap chromatic Chloe, the next time we bring this up, that flag should read true. Okay, it's no, it's working. That doesn't. Okay, that doesn't return what I thought it would. But it is working because I thought that was broken, but no, it's actually working as intended. It's actually now just scrapping my workers without even asking me, which is what we want. Okay, brilliant. But that doesn't return what I thought it would. Okay, so that everything is working then. Brilliant. But I probably have no workers now because I think I just scrapped them all. Which is a problem. Thwarted by my own systems. What is this? So it's because we're creating task objects and we now have no workers. It's okay, I know how to fix it. It's because it's in a very strange test situation that would never happen in the real game, that's why. So if we go to my data right now, I'm in a situation where I have an invalid task running basically because it wasn't added through the task system because we can't actually add tasks through the task system yet. But in order to test the load and save function, I created this task here. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear our data out. So if I force save the data for Alliance, there we go, then we'll come out of the game and go back in. This is now how it will behave in a brand new Alliance situation. Okay, the good news is we don't have any errors. That's great. Perfect. You do not have any staff. Correct. I scrapped them all. That means that's working great. The scrapping function is working great. But I do need to update the UI. So we'll need to do like a force update on staff then, I guess, through the main system. So whenever staff changes, because if you think about it, it's like a cascading thing, right? Okay, so you have these functions. So you have an entity, right? We have an entity which is staff, right? Which is a collection of workers. And then you have these UI systems, right? So you might have hire staff. Well, this is what we actually have in this project. We have hire staff, we have scrap staff. Now they're both internal to this UI system. However, they talk to the overall Alliance system, right? Alliance system has a system on it called progress, and progress will have functions like scrap staff because it has all the internal data sets that these rely on, okay, which is basically a collection of workers, okay. So you have scrap staff which automatically influences workers, and we need to add a hire staff now, and we're going to add a hire staff which automatically influences workers. So what we need is this UI system needs to receive an update UI. So if we add an update UI function which can be received from progress, then what we essentially need to do is when we make a call to scrap staff, it changes the data, but the UI is still showing what the data was. So then what we can do is we can get these functions to point back down to the update UI function, which then updates the UI staff list. So let's do that. So on it's staff view, but it's handled by staff UI. There it is. Okay, so this is staff UI. So what we need now is a public function to update the UI, basically, manually, when we call it. So I'll put it here. It's more like now this is actually easier than it sounds, because I already programmed the system so that when the staff page is opened, so you'll see a click view staff here, right? So you'll see here what I'm doing is I'm automatically going through and destroying all the staff members on the UI and then rebuilding them from the list. So literally all we have to do in update staff is click view. That's all we have to do. So by calling click view, we delete the list and we rebuild it from scratch. So we can test that, but we need to hire staff first, so it's a little bit tricky. But if we go to our scrap staff function in progress, scrap worker, what we now need to do is we need to make a call to that UI system and tell it to update its UI. I don't think we've got it linked though. No, we don't. But we can go through server farm canvas. So we'll build the path. So from server farm canvas, we need to go panel staff, panel view, viewport. Wait, hang on. No, what am I talking about? We just call the staff function, don't we? Yeah, we just call staff UI function, all staff UI function, which is actually just on panel staff. Oh, that's easy. So all we need to do is say UI canvas, or canvas UI, what the fuck, what did I save it as? Ah! God, this is kind of awkward. SF canvas. Okay, SF canvas, transform, find, panel staff, get components, all staff UI, update staff. There we go. So what that will do is it will allow us to update the staff on the UI after we scrap a worker. That's the only place we need to do it, because you don't hire workers from the same subpanel, but you do scrap workers from the same subpanel. So what does all of that mean? It means when we were looking at that list and we interact with the items on the list directly, that list needs to move as soon as we scrap a worker so you can see it disappear in the list. Now, hiring doesn't work like that, and the reason hiring doesn't work like that is if you look at the way I've structured this, we have a hire staff button, and when we go into the hire panel doesn't want to open. Wait, what? Oh, because staff's closed. Oh, I've left stock open, that's why. No wonder I'm confused. Oh shit, did I update the wrong one? I knew that would trip me up when I made it last night. Okay, stock. Fuckity fuck. What a fool! What was it I changed that text there? Where is that text? Panel view. Is it top overlay? No, that's the ultimate top overlay. See, I'm getting better at this, but it does get confusing. So this is why this is why it's confusing. This is really good practice as well. This, if there's a tip I can offer, definitely do this. But it does get confusing. Like, think about your UI as in 3 layers, right? So, and that's just within this system. There's 3 layers. So there's 3 layers within the system, right? We have a top overlay, which basically is a top static UI which persists across all subpanels, right? But then within a subpanel, right, this is a subpanel. So this would be things like staff, stock, tasks, and stuff like that, right? Within a subpanel, you want a top overlay, which is a top static UI which persists across these subpanels, like ones that are like specific to that. So you've got the overall alliance system with a top overlay, but then you go down into subpanel and then you've got an overlay at the top of this one, right? Or at least this is how I'm doing it. And then you sort of have the main panel button, and you lay it out like that without making a mess. What? Why are you? You know what I want. Give me what I want. There. Fuck off. You want it. Ah! Look, you get what I'm saying, right? So that's how I've set it out, but god damn, it gets confusing. Because, like, I'm trying to figure out where that... Because that is part of the home, which you could consider the static top overlay within the subclass of Alliance, right? Within the stock... Well, in this case, staff subclass, right? So there's staff. So this is the... Oh, yeah, I remember why. There we go. That's why I couldn't find it. Yeah, I had to put it in its own panel. Normally, it would sit there. What was the reason I put it there? There was a reason I put it there, but I can't remember what the reason was, so I'm not going to move it because I know there was a reason I put it there. Right, so what I need is I need the changes that I made to stock in panel home, labels and values. I want these to be applied to this version. There we go. And then I can delete these ones. There we go. Now we're back on track. Okay, now we've got some order again. Okay, I think I'm happy. Okay, so we need to do hiring staff now. So if we go into our hiring staff, we have our hiring panel, which shows bots for hire. Yeah, no, okay, this lets me see where I've gone wrong. So you see how I'm layering things. So the reason I'm doing that is I'm asking the questions. What information are important for the player at any given time, and at what point do you want to start removing those and then adding them and then re-adding them? And so with a layered system, I can say, okay, on staff management, so all this stuff at the top, right? These icons here apply to the entire gameplay mode. So this is the home icon that will always be there. This is the email icon that will always be there. This is the staff and stock icons that will always be there, and the funds that I just added as well, right? So I want that across every single sub panel. So that sits on its own top overlay level. But then underneath that, this text here, total staff and daily hiring costs, I want these to be the first static sublayer of the static panels below. So in other words, you have hiring mode. That information is useful when hiring new bots, and we also have the staff view list where you can scrap existing workers. I think that information is important for both. So rather than repeat it, always do single source of truth, never duplicate things. So the way we have single source of truth is we need to layer it down and go child, parent, and keep it consistent like that. But my UI is overwriting the child layer underneath. So I guess it's a parent layer if you think about it. Yeah, it's a parent layer. So now I need to fucking move it again. So it's a pain in the ass, but it's better than having 50 copies of everything, so that when you move something or change something, you don't have to change it 56 times. So I think that information would be good maybe about there, which is where I originally bloody had it. There we go. Now we're really starting to shape up. Okay, so let's just make sure that still looks good when we're looking at our staff list. It should be. So that's our hiring list. Where the hell is view? There it is. And there's our staff list. Yeah, so it looks good in both places, so that's good. Okay, so back to hiring. So I now need to be able to hire a worker when we click on the worker. So what we have is a list of buttons, which we already have hover logic for. So if we go to staff UI, I think we have a list of buttons. There they are. Okay, so we have a list of buttons, and thankfully, because I've thought about this, the index of the button directly corresponds to the index of the worker type. The worker type is the blueprint of the worker when we create a new worker, when they get hired. So we essentially create an instance of the worker type. I was experimenting last night with having a subclass so we could have like specific buffs for specific workers. I now understand how all that would work if I did want to do that. But then I realized, no, this is feature creep. We've got enough work to do as it is. Let's not do that. So I am just instancing those types out. But yes, you can do that if you want. You could create a copy of those stats as a subclass on the individual worker components, then copy from the blueprint, and then you could modify each individual stat for each individual worker. But I decided not to do that in the end because we've got enough to do. So, well, the main reason why as well is because that would be cool if it was a real gacha game.
Since ads are about to run on Twitch, how about I tell you a joke?
But in reality,
I'm only familiar with 25 letters in the English language.
So
I don't know why.
I'll tell you what my idea was. So what we're going to do is we're going to have emails that come through this system, right? So instead of having a quest system, instead of having a tutorial system, instead of having all these like annoying systems that I don't like, we're going to have an email system. So what's going to happen is you're going to receive periodic emails through this system that basically give you hints on what to do. And then I thought, what if I expanded that further? What if your workers sent you emails from time to time like, hey, give me a pay rise and I'll complete work 2 seconds faster. And then you could apply individual buffs. And then it would ask you, do you want to accept this proposal? Now, I do love that idea, don't get me wrong. And I would definitely do that if this was a proper live service gacha game that was going to be played for months and months and months by players. But the reality of the situation is that would be a lot of work to pull off. I think it would be worth it in a real game, but this isn't really a real game. I mean, it is a real game, obviously, but what I'm saying is, who's playing it and for how long? Well, probably Unity judges, right, are going to play it for a couple of hours and that's about it. So they would never see that system. They would never see it. So it's like, is it really worth giving myself like 3 days of extra work when the judges aren't even going to see what I've done? Probably not. So that's why I decided against it. But if this was a real gacha game that was going live for real and it was going to get... Yeah, I would totally do it. I would totally do it. Because I think it's a super cool idea. But this is where feature creep comes in. You've got to kind of like know where to draw the lines. And you've also got to like ask yourself like, what is the real benefit to the point of this game? Because the main point of this game is to try and win first place in the contest. So if the judges aren't even going to see that, then what's the point? Okay, so what we need now is a hire worker function. Why doesn't it like that? Oh, it's added some bullshit, that's why. We don't use UI elements! I hate fucking autocomplete sometimes. I know it's trying to be helpful, but it's actually breaking my project in places like that. It's fucking annoying. Right, worker index is, there we go, okay. So that's our hire worker function. So what I'm going to do, because I struggle with lambda expressions, I'm just going to drag this method, even though I don't want it here. I'm going to drag this method to just below the awake because it's going to need to put it in the awake. And I'm going to show it my buttons of hire workers. Okay, so that gives it enough to go off. So because that's enough for it to go off, I'll give it that. Can you help me Can you help me add the listener which casts the worker button for hire worker function below? There we go. It'll do that, no problem. Let's just do this one. Got it. You want to wire up each worker hire icon button so when clicked it calls your hire worker button function with the correct button reference. Yeah, I always struggle with the lambda expressions. This is a lambda expression here. I can never remember the syntax. I probably should fucking learn it, to be honest. But I don't know, do we need to anymore? Like, we live in a world of AI, so like, I feel like this is, I can save brain hard drive space for other things, and then just let this handle this. I should learn it though. Okay, so it should have given me my lambda expression. For each variable button in worker hire icons, button captured button equals button capture in local variable to avoid closure issue. Captured button on click add listener. We don't need the comments. Okay, that should be fine. So when we click this button, we now have access to the button that was clicked. From that, we can derive the worker index. So now what we can do is we can call a hire worker function on alliance progress. So let's go and set that up. So right near where we've got scrap worker, there it is. We'll do a hire worker just above it. So we want a hire worker. We actually need a worker type. Yeah, so hire worker needs to take a worker type because a worker is an instanced sort of child object from the parent class of worker type. So what we actually need is a worker type to hire a worker. And really those workers in the UI, even though I called them workers, they're really types. So hire worker wants to take an all worker type of type. So now we just need to create and add the worker. Oh boy. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is create a new game object. We should probably also find the transform class. So if we look at where Alliance runs on player data, and I think it's still called Alliance. Yeah, I was originally going to call it Internet Alliance, but now I've renamed it to Server Farm, so I admit it's getting confusing. But Alliance is Server Farm basically, and I probably should rename things, but it's a bit too late for that. Because I named all my scripts ALL for Alliance and I put it in Alliance folder and it's like, So I know that Alliance is Server Farm and that's all that really matters. But yeah, it got renamed and that might be confusing if you're trying to follow along. But Alliance is Server Farm and Server Farm is Alliance. Right, so on Alliance we have workers and tasks. So actually the first thing to do is to go and get that worker transform because this is where we need to put him. So we want transform get root equals transform find workers. Then we want a game object new worker object equals new. You're not really supposed to do that. I get shouted at by Unity for doing that because you're not supposed to create mono behavior using new, but it does it, so shut the fuck up, Unity. I don't know how else you're supposed to do it. I really don't. I think you're always supposed to instantiate from prefab, but like I don't want a prefab. I want to make it like with logic. I'm using facts and logic. Cappy Shapiro in the house. I don't know why I would ever want to call myself that. Okay. So we can create a new worker object equals new. The next thing we need to do is add the component of worker. So new worker object, add component, alliance worker to the object. Then we need to get that class. So we need the all worker class referenced get worker equals new worker object get component alliance worker. Okay, we want the object to be transformed onto parent. So we want new worker object transform parent equals get root. And I also like to give its name, but we need that class first. So I'm going to make its name the type new, or we could just say staff and then whatever number staff we're up to. What do I do when I load them from server? I think I just use the type, to be completely honest. It's fine, I'll just use it. I can change it later if I want. So for now, we'll just make the name the type. So we're going to say get worker. Yeah, really it's get type, right? Oh no, get worker is worker. Yeah, type is all worker type. So actually we just want type.name. So we're going to copy the type's name over to the worker object. And now we have an access to the get worker class. So if we look at our worker class, I don't have one right now because I deleted them all. So let's create one. I'll just put worker bot in there for now. Okay, now we can see what actually do we store on here. So we need to set the worker type in type. That's pretty much all we need to do. The rest takes care of itself actually, which is quite nice. So all we need to do is just say get worker type equals type. There you go. And now he's good to go. We also need to add him to our list of workers. So we can say workers add get worker to our worker list. And then we want to call the server save function Wait, we're already in progress, aren't we? True. There we go, that's all we need to do. His battery will take care of itself. His state will take care of itself. He inherits battery level. Oh, actually, I don't think he does inherit battery level. You know that they did something fun in Zenless actually, and I don't know whether to copy it or not. When you hire a new Bangbu in the Zenless on Zero one, they don't actually come fully charged. They give you about 80% charge on the battery, and then they've got to charge the rest, which I thought was interesting, because I just thought you got them at full battery, but you don't. You get them at about 80% battery, and then they'll charge from there, which I thought was kind of interesting. I do kind of like it because there's two reasons why I like it, and I wonder if they considered these things. So it makes sense in the real world, right? That when you get a new product or whatever, it never has a full battery, right? Because that doesn't really make sense. So like it makes sense in the real world as well that you wouldn't get something fully charged. But also it creates a kind of punishing mechanism if you think about it. Because if a player is trying to achieve the next milestone desperately because they want free polychrome or whatever, right? Then you're kind of taking 20% tax off them for not planning things strategically or because they're in a rush or whatever. So it's almost like you're giving them like a bit of a 20% like slap on the wrist for, you know, trying to speed run the system. So those are the two reasons I like it. I think I might copy it. I guess it does kind of make sense. Because in the real world, you would never get something fully charged. So it makes sense when you tie it into like real world situations. And also I like that extra kind of slap on the wrist penalty where it's like, oh, okay, if you're just going to hire tons of bots in one day to do as much work as you can because you want that next reward, well then we're going to take 20% like slap on the wrist discount off you for each and every bot that you hire. Yeah, let's do the same thing. So you'll see the battery level here is actually set at 200.
Piker QuickTime 787 says, yeah, but charging speeds are increasing over time. Like for example, a phone might take about an hour and a half to fully charge, but in the future it'll fully charged in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, those are completely separate things. I'm not talking about the speed of charging, I'm talking about the initial battery meter, the initial battery. Right, so we'll set the battery to 80% of max. So how we do that is we say float initial battery equals type dot battery max times 0.8 F. There we go. So then we're going to say get worker battery level equals initial battery. Because it's a float. We need to convert that to an integer 32. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that. All right, we're doing the same thing as Zenless. Yeah, I think I like that. I do like that. So then when you hire a new worker, he comes at like 80% charge. So then it's up to you whether you want to top him up 20% before you send him off to work, or whether you just want him to do 80% of his workload right out the gate. And that's why it works as a slap on the wrist mechanic, right? If you're trying to bum rush the system, you lose 20% work really, or you have to maintain him 20% earlier or whatever. It's just a nice little, yeah. I wonder if that's why they did it. I think that might be why they did it. But that's pretty cool actually. I like that. New bots don't come fully charged. You could go further if you wanted to. We could roll a dice of like between 20% to 80% and then just randomly roll a random charge. I'm not going to go that far, but we could. And then it could be like potluck as to what initial charge you get when you hire him. But we'll just keep it at 80%. Cool. Alright, let's test it and make sure it works. Can we now hire a worker? I feel like I forgot something. I did forget something. I need to go back to my UI and link that up now. So now we want to call system alliance progress hire worker So we got the worker index. It's actually type index. Worker types is workers, worker types at type index. Oh, it wants to be that. There we go. Now we can get types and get type to that. There we go. Beautiful. Nice. All right, I can't wait to test this. I can't wait. This is actually coming together now. Beautiful. What did I forget to link? Oh, because I changed it, didn't I? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I did. I changed it from the one that I updated, so it needs relinking. Yeah, that makes sense. So we want text staff and text daily. Yeah, because they're not actually the same text objects that they were. That's why I got that error. All right, so if we've got a view staff, there should be no staff, correct? If we've got a hire staff, okay, we can pick between Slackerbot, Backwards Bobby, and Chromatic Chloe. Obviously, I'm going to hire Chromatic Chloe because I'm sexist. Alright, let's hire a Chromatic Chloe. Oh shit, I forgot to ask the player, are you sure you want to hire this worker? But okay, we'll add that in a second. But this should give us a new worker. Okay. Shit, I don't have a way of coming out of this. Let's pretend I do. Okay, so we close panel hiring. We bring back the home buttons. There we go. And now we want to view staff. We should see Chromatic Chloe in there. Come on, baby! And she's going to take 1 hour and 12 minutes to fully charge from 80%. Isn't that fun? But that doesn't sound right to me. What's her full battery life? Because if she's at 80% charge, let's just make sure everything checks out. So let's take a look at Chromatic Chloe. Where is she? She's got 882 battery level. God damn it, she's a slow charger. These are the basic bots though. Okay, so she's at battery level 883. And what is her type? What's her max battery? Her max battery is 1100. And her light, but that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, okay, something's wrong then. Because her lifetime is 1 hour 28 minutes and 40 seconds. So, and she's supposed to charge at the same rate that she drains. So if she's already at 80% charge, her charge time should be only 20% of 1 hour and 20 minutes, 1.5 hours. So she shouldn't be taking that long to charge at all. So something's wrong with my math here somewhere. Okay. Okay, I see what's happening here. Your time remaining math is off by a factor of the charge rate. Let's break it down with your numbers. Lifetime full drain 1 hour 28 minutes 40 seconds. That's 5,320 seconds. Max battery 1,100. Battery at higher 891 80%. Missing charge 209 units. Now in your code, worker battery level minus 1 times worker type effort time plus math floor max 0 to next battery update minus time since level load. This assumes 1 battery unit per tick per effort time. But in your working case, you subtract worker type dot battery cost per block per tick. So the drain rate is battery cost per block units per tick, but the charge rate is hard-coded as 1 per tick. That's why your time remaining looks like a full lifetime scale instead of just 20% of it. You're charging way slower in the math than you're draining. It's fix. Use a battery charge per block or just reuse battery cost per block if you want symmetry. For example, public int battery charge per block 1. I don't want different charge rates. Don't make me change my classes, just fix my fucking math, you bitch. Why is it telling me to add a fucking battery cost per block? Well, we'll just use, so in place of battery charge per block, we'll just put 1 here. So charging case I don't understand where it's at. There is no fucking charging case. That's working now. Right, so this is the bit that it's referring to. Doesn't even fucking work. That's why. If I do want to make them charge at different rates, just so I can see what that is, because I might want to change it at some point. especially while I'm tuning things. But I think I just want to keep it simple for now. Okay, so it thinks that that is the correct way to do it. Let's see if that makes sense. Can you check my offline charge? Which speed runs the charge progress when player logs back in? Will that also need adjusting? Excellent catch. Yes, your offline charge logic has the same assumption bug as your online charging loop. Let's walk through it carefully. Your current offline charge blocks past. This is hard-coded as 1 per tick, exactly like your online charging. But your working case drains battery cost per block per tick. Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, I think I know what it's saying, yeah. Because I decided that it's going to consume 1 unit of battery. Every effort block consumes 1 unit of battery. Although I think the types can be more, yeah, well, it basically depends on what it says in the type. So that would be battery cost per block. So every effort block costs this much battery. Per block. So just to summarize, I was charging battery at fixed 1 drain cost per effort cycle when I should I was charging battery a fixed 1 drain cost equals 1 per effort cycle when I should have inherited from type class. Goal: bots take the same time to charge as they do to drain, but power hungry bots complete tasks faster. Per block than the more efficient types. If you want charging to be symmetric with draining, same rate in reverse, you should add battery charge per block per tick. How many charge ticks passed? So there's how many charge ticks passed. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. So I was recharging it at 1. I was assuming that all bots cost 1 block per effort, but they don't. But we already clamped to max anyway, don't we? So that should fix it. But instead of battery charges per block. Okay, yeah, so okay, I still fucked up the other one then. So what it never saw the type, that's why. So it's actually, what did I call it? Battery cost per block. Yeah, so we're back up in my other one. Instead of saying charge rate equals 1, I just say type, worker type, battery cost per block. There. That should have fixed it. Right, let's see if that makes more sense now. So she should be close to being fully charged. So let's look at it through my UI. Yeah, should be fully charged in 7 minutes. That sounds more like it. Yeah, should be fully charged in 7 minutes. Cool. So then it's up to the player whether they want to wait 7 minutes, go do something else. Well, it might not be 7 minutes, right? We can hire a new worker and find out how long it actually is. So let's hire another chromatic Chloe. And then go back to view staff. Yeah, our new one, okay, it's actually she's actually 24.5 minutes. So when you first get her, she's 20. You can either wait 24.5 minutes for her to fully charge, or you can just run her at 80%. I imagine most people will just run her at 80%. That's an evil little mechanic though, I do like that. Yeah, that's what Zenless does. Cool. Quiet stream today. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. There's a few things I need to do. But yeah, I just wanted to show a little bit of progress I've been making. Alright, I might take a break. We could do some Snowbreak. I got the new Snowbreak character. I haven't done the story on Snowbreak yet. I didn't even do my Zenless last night. I might take a little break. We'll play something for a bit. Alright, let's make sure that's saved. Yeah, I should probably do Zenless first thing, because I didn't actually... I logged on briefly yesterday to get my daily currency. My daily... whatever it's called in Zenless. Like my Welkin Moon type thing. But I didn't even do I didn't even do daily resource grinding or anything. I was working on that too much, that's why.
I've set the stream title to Zenless Zone 0. Let's go, and updated the stream.
스고이!
3 days remaining. That went by fast. Yeah, I'm gonna be overflowing for sure. For sure, for sure.
Let's do something summery together. Oh, but no scary stories.
I want to upgrade your special attack, girl. There we go. Wait, why didn't that... Is that the max? I think it's the max. Wait, is it? Yeah, I think it is. I gotta max her out. I've only got 13 of these crown type things though. I don't know whether assist. I never use dodge. We've got to go all in on all this. We've got to. We're going all in. We're going all out. I'm gonna buff my Alice till the enemies shout.
Copy.
Haha, missed me.
Roger. Prepped and ready. Dot. Wave the wind away. A chance to score. Let's dance. In position. I got this, Alice. Roger.
I don't think you do. I think Anby had it in the end. Anby was the one who hated it in the end. Alright, keep going, I guess. What happened to my TTS?
Perfectly symmetrical. Feel the rhythm of the waves. In position.
Why is my TTS broken?
Jump in. Here to dance. Roger. Now you can. Prepped and ready. Let's ride the perfect conduit. Don't freak out now! Wanna recharge?
Can be obtained by crafting. I will do Alice's assist. Okay, nice. No point doing the dodge because I can't dodge to save my fucking life.
But no scary stories.
Okay, we need to do our daily shits. Daily. Mira. I wanna. The weird thing is, I'm sure I got it before. I got an achievement for winning the jackpot off her, which was 3 poops a day or two ago. And I got an achievement for it, but I was sure that I'd won that before, so I wasn't surprised by the 3 poops because I'm sure I've seen it before. But I was surprised by the fact that I got an achievement for it, as if I hadn't. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? I'm 10 fucking polychrome short. Oh, fuck right off, game, I swear. Shut up, you tin pot motherfucker.
Please take your time to savor my creation.
I won't savor anything of yours, you rusty old fucking bucket. Right, let's have a look. So I guess
Let's do something summery together. Oh, but no scary
I'll do
stories.
basic attack as well, I guess. I need 10 polychrome. Fucking game.
Feel the rhythm of the waves. Who dares hurt me? Copy. More incoming. Wait a sword technique for summer.
I suck at this game.
Now you pay. Prepped and ready. Roger. How about this? Wanna recharge?
Finally! Actually, that was probably the fastest of my 3 runs. Hurry, hurry, hurry. So that's my energy spend. I probably have an overflow of sorts. Yeah, 144. I just want 10 polychromes so I can do another fucking weapon pull. I can't believe I get the daily pass and I do dailies and it's not enough to do a pull. That's some fucking bullshit. There's probably an event or something though, isn't there, where I can get the rest. I did this. I did this. Don't really want to do that. I don't want sweaty shit. Where's the events at? Get my fucking fish. I don't think it even matters at this point.
About. I will return with a.
Let's continue next time. Let's continue next time.
You have to say it twice. I heard you the first time. Right, what have you got? Polychromes. Oh, yeah, the stupid puzzle thing. Yeah, I'll do that. This should give me what I need. Better with the mouse. Alright. Let's see. Where's our little redheads? That's part of redhead's face. Recognize that little pre-face anywhere. Where's the rest of it? There it is. Alright. And now we got a little bit of food for it. Look at the, oh, look at the boobs. I can figure out where they go. Oh no, that's not where she lives though. Shit. I bet she goes here. There we go, so the boobs come with it. And then that's an arm. Is that arm? Nope. Whose arm's that? Oh, it's Nicole's arm. Where's Nicole? That's part of Nicole. Where's the rest of her? There it is. Get in there. Bang Boo! Where are you sitting? Over here. Whose body's that? Wise's. Projector goes there. Seat goes there. That goes there. That goes up there. Next! Wait, did I get it? Oh my god, yes! Okay, I might as well finish these though, eh? So, we've got a shark. We've got Ching-Yi, looking mighty fine. That's not her head. She needs the rest of her body. That's her body. I don't know where everybody is. There's got to be a head there. Yep. That's not right. Oh, I didn't even... That was a complete fluke. That's your body, is it? Alright, okay. And... Where does this go? I don't fucking know. Are you kidding me with this? There we go. Next! Give me this. Give it. Boo! I can't even make fucking sense of this. I see Miyabi. Where's Miyabi's head? There should be a Miyabi head floating around somewhere. There it is. Alright. Yanagi. Right. Oh, Jesus. There's the top of that thing. Now there should be a straight bit there. Now there should be some bits that come down here with some legs. That one? Yep. Don't know what's going on over here. Half a dude's head. There we go. Belle's body. Someone's legs here. Whose are those? Are those yours? No. I don't even know anymore. Where's Sokaku? Fucking, she's gonna be around here somewhere, following fucking Yanagi probably. I don't know. Help! Oh wait, that's wait. There's a scooter here. I see the scooter. There we go. Scooter. What's this? That's that bit. Where's he go? He goes there. Right. What's this? Fucked if I know. Oh my god, that was horrendous. Give me the Wenjin. Shut up. Give me the Wenjin. Give me the Wenjin. 28. Oh my god. How long have we got? Look, 10 days. It's going to be a close one, this. Damn it! Why won't you just give it to me? Give it! What's the date? 24th. Wait, we've got 10 days, so we'll get our free end of month. Oh, I got this. Because we've got our end of the month reset, and we'll get 5 with that. We'll get 5 with that. That's what I'm doing now, isn't it? Isn't that this one? You got another one for me. Not that one. Fuck. Yeah. Oh my god, there's too many legs. I mean, whoa. Nice legs, but still legs. Lots of legs. I feel like I'm drowning in legs. Worst things to drown in, I guess. Depends whose legs they are. I'm drowning in legs. Where? There's too many benches and legs. It's all benches and legs. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Here, that's your face. Ambi's head. Burger. Wait, how many burgers she got? She got 2 fucking burgers, the greedy bitch. Fucking hell. Ambi, I'll help you burn that off later if you want. Fuck this game, man. Alright. Give me polychrome. Call it polychrome. Yes. Okay. Sign. Get up there. Right. Fucking heads. Heads. Fucking knows. This one? It's not right. It's not right. The fuck? That goes there then, doesn't it? That goes there. What the hell am I looking at? That's your head. Alright, we're getting somewhere. I don't know what goes where. Does that go there? Nope. There. That one goes there. There we go. Right, done it. Give me! Give me! Give me! Okay. What the hell? Apparently we don't have to do the middle on this one. That probably makes it harder. Are you kidding me? Is it fucking International Leg Month or something? Fucking hell, it's all legs. Okay, we've got the picture. Get up there. I don't know, dude. This is insane. Oh my god. Is the last one open? Yeah, okay, we might be able to do another pull. Dog. 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 Not dog. Dog. Burb. Oh wait, burbs live in the sky, man. Don't fucking lie to me. Burbs live in the sky. I know they do. The sky's everywhere. Where's the wheel? That one goes there. Where's the wheel? Oh, the wheel's there. Oh my god. Next! Top of Necomata's head. Necomata's leg. Apparently that's not it. Is that Necomata's leg? Okay, that's Necomata's leg. That's got to be Jane Doe. Where's the rest of Jane? That's part of Jane. That's part of Jane. Top of Jane's head. Alright. I don't know, the rest of it. We've got some dog ear. Cat, whatever it is. That's cat. Mouse got to be around here somewhere. There it is. Burb. And these will be whatever. Alright. Beautiful, beautiful. 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 And the last one. Alright, where's Foo? Where's Foo at? Where the hell's the rest of Foo? She's all over the fucking place. She's all scrambled to fuck. Foo, that's your ear, innit? What's this? It's not, that's nothing. I don't know. I've never seen so much exploded Foo in my life. Is that? Okay, that's that. That's that. That's that. That. That's that. That's not that. That's not that. That's that. That's that. Oh my god. This makes no sense. Knees? I see your knees. Your knees don't live there. Seriously? Where else are they going to go? How are those not your knees? What? I know a knee when I see it. Does it come out? There's no way your knees come all the way out there. What? What? That's insane. Oh my god, don't ever darken my doorstep again. You don't even get polychromes for that last one. 5 boo pulls. We could get our boo at R2, I guess. We already have her on R1. Or did they start at R1? Please! 27 aware. I don't even know if that's pity yet. I have no idea. Oh my god! Alright, let's do these. Wow, 6,000 gacha pulls and nothing. Why are you lit up? I did all your shit. So we're already fishing. You may not travel to other fishing spots whilst you are auto fishing. Oh, fuck you. Did I max out all my friendships? I think I did. Yeah, everybody's maxed out now. What's the point in these stairs if it don't go anywhere?
Welcome to the aquarium.
What's this? Oh, is this where I sell fish? Because it's only let me, yeah, no, you can just release them. I thought you could sell them. Why can't I sell fish anymore? I'm only allowed to release them now, which is stupid. I could have swore I was selling fish at some point. Did the fish rights activists complain and get it banned? You cannot treat fish this way in a fictional video game, you evil bastards. We are fishicists. We're with the fishicists movement. You fish right robbing bastards. Why? Why am I not allowed to release fish while fishing? That doesn't make any sense. That's stupid. Design better systems higher. God, do you want me to come and help you? Do you want me to come and help you build a better fishing game? You're clearly struggling. You clearly don't know how to get rid of Alice's subtitle when you've... Yeah, they really struggle with fishing, don't they, Hoyo? Bless them. I'm gonna have to go and help them, I think.
If you have any questions or need anything, just let me know.
Yeah, I got a question. Why can't I fucking sell fish or release fish while fishing? That's stupid. That's the time when you want to release the fish. You must wake up at 4 AM and release the fish during a special fish releasing window. Only then may you release the fish. Miss Esme, what's it all about? Is it still here? I thought we're done with this. I don't want to really do that. I did get S on all the others though, it's kind of a shame. I don't think there's any reward in it for me though. How much polychrome do I have? 10! Oh my god. So there's nothing to do then, is there? Did everything? Not only did I catch up to the game, I'm actually at a point where there's literally nothing to do. Well, I don't know. I've got a ton of... Let's have a look at these side... I've got a ton of side missions. Also, in my... Where's my Sweebian fucking temple thing? I do find the interface fucking abysmal. Shut up! Okay, I'm not going to dispatch anybody yet though, because I've learned the way to do it is to go into this, check your missions, because sometimes it just wants you to do something very specific. And then you can make sure you're sending your bang-boos on the right bullshits. Why has that got an exclamation mark in it? What's your problem, man? What's your problem? What is your major malfunction, motherfucker? Alright, let's go back. I've got another one to discover. I should probably discover the other one then. That one. And we'll craft this one because it's new. There we go. We're crafting the 2 news. This is still hot apparently, but for some reason our craft is paused. Why? Because our fucking lazy bastard Bangor ran out of fucking battery, that's why. Alright. So he's fully charged. We've got a few here. It's kind of hard to see those borders around there as well. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one we use, I guess. I like to use the set it and forget it. So I like, if I see a big battery, I like a big throbbing battery, then I feel good about that. That one's still hot. Right, this one's got 9 hours 45 minutes on it. This one's not doing anything, but I might want to check to see what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be crafting cloud gate chimes. I think I am, aren't I? Let's see, it looks like a little... Yeah, I am crafting those. So I can craft whatever the fuck in here then. So whatever I happen to have a lot of, I guess. Them. That'll do. We're selling. We're about to run out in 15 seconds. Oh, aren't I crafting those shirts again now, though? Yeah. I think I'm crafting those shirts again. One more. Bread. Yeah, whatever. Normal. Yeah.
One or two?
Just one or two. I haven't eaten it over a day.
Yeah, it's peas and chips and carrots as well.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks.
And I've got, yeah, a couple of jam and cream donuts for afterwards if you want them.
Yeah, later on. See how my stomach's doing.
I'd stuff it off a pack. She was up for 7 weeks.
I don't want that. Okay, so we're crafting for 2 hours 48 minutes, 3 hours 42 minutes. Everything looks decent. This ends in 1 minute 56, but that's going up, right? Yeah, because we're crafting them. So we can leave that now. Ah, we can level up. Okay, so we just leveled up again. These two are new apparently. I could check to see what are my new objectives. Start one adventure. Here we go. This would have opened up just now. This is why I like to leave it. So there we go. We can set them off now. Complete 31 neighborhood wishes orders. I only need one more from Yum Cha Sin. Where the fuck is Yum Cha Sin? Well, there you go. Must have done it just now. So that was probably that one. Another level up. Alright. Former Research Center 3 score reaches 100. So we need to go on there first. There we go. Yeah, that's a fair point as well. I see that they've got like an auto. So when you're selecting workers, I like the fact that there's a really quick, easy way just to auto select workers. Like, I don't think I've ever really manually selected workers in this because, like, why would you want to make sure I do the same thing? Right, there's some commissions there, but I can't really be asked. What does it want me to do? So I can send 2 more dispatches out. I just want to make sure there's... Craft 20 fortune warding masks. Okay, so we could... Oh, but I need to do that research. Yeah. I need to finish this research before I unlock that recipe or whatever the fuck. So, yeah, it's whatevs. So we'll just send whoever out on the rest of these. There we go, and then that's it for the day, isn't it? Alright, so the only thing I could really do is maybe some side missions. Why is this lit up? New. What do you mean new? How are they new? I'm trying to only hire S ranks now. Because I assume that S ranks are the best. Alright, so how do I check my mission list? There's something up here. Oh, that'll just be my little Bangaroo guy who's always fucking moaning. He's always got a notification on him. How do I check my fucking quests? It's internet. Internet. Alright, what's this one? Clear some of these side quests out. Oh, it's not that fucking old fishing game, is it? Oh, fuck that. Manual fishing, no thanks. Is that what it wants me to do? Oh god, no. No, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. What do you mean? I pressed the fucking button, didn't I? Cheeky bitch. You need time to recast. Fucking recast your voice actor all about that. Eh?
Why is it so heavy?
What do you mean the fish got away? I didn't give me time. I hate this game. Auto fishing all the way, bitches. I don't want no manual fish. What do I look like? Captain Birdseye. Don't answer that.
Time to recast.
What are you fucking want? So you want me to wait till the last minute to press the purple one, but press the blue one as quick as possible? Well, try fucking telling me that then, so I know what I'm supposed to do. God damn it. Right, so wait for it to hit the thing, and then as quick as you can, do the other one. Well, you never fucking told me that, did you?
Is this even a fish?
Fucking hate this game. Fucking hate this game. Fucking hate this game. It's too sweaty. Fucking bullshit. Fuck off! The blue thing came up. Blue! Look at how fucking long it takes to catch a fish. What a joke! What a joke! Fuck off! I'm gonna be here all day to get one fucking fish. Piece of shit. I hate this. I fucking hate everything. This is the worst fucking fishing game ever made. It takes a month to get one fish. What a joke. It's fucking awful. Look at it. It's fucking horrendous. It's horrendous. This is absolute hell on earth. Who designed this? Fucking Adolf Hitler. Oh my god, how am I still catching the same fucking stupid ass fish? Fuck you, game. Fuck that game. Fuck that game, man. I don't care if I got a bang boo out of it. Wait, I've already got him at C6.
Guess we did catch something in the end. But why is it a shark, boo?
Because this game sucks, that's why.
I didn't see this coming. I knew we needed to watch out for weird stuff, but this little guy looked way too much like a fish.
Giving a shark boo a name like that is weird enough.
For some reason I thought that said, thank you so much for saving me. I would have fired my mother if you hadn't have pulled me out. And I was like, wait, can you do that? Can you just fire your mother? Mum, you're fired. But he said fried my motherboard if you hadn't pulled me out. I'll repay you, I swear. Anything you want, just name it. Nah, whatever, I don't care. Unless you can give me Alice's weapon. He can't give me Alice's weapon.
I'll pass too.
Just skip. I hate this. I hate this whole event. Is that all I've got in my quest log then? How about we just don't interact with anything in this area? And we're allowed to interact with other markers from outside of this area, but nothing in this area, because it's all going to be part of this horrendous fishing thing. So we can go here. Get on with it. Or is this all part of the same thing? Do not make me fish. I will uninstall if you make me fish again. No, because I bet it's... Oh, it says meet Nekomata at the video start. Okay, I can do that. Oh my god, I'm not reading War and Peace. Can I bring other people?
Let's do something summery. Does this count as a summer activity?
Let's go feel the sea breeze together.
I have to use him. Well, I've got him at R6. I've got him at C6. Okay, this is fine. I like doing balls. I still want to do fishing.
Not even close.
What are you shooting at? They're all gone.
Prepped and ready.
Sure, leave it to me.
I'll handle this, but take me shopping later.
Switch it up.
Get on with it. Get on with it. Get on with it.
Out of my way!
Let's run! My turn, my turn! Direct hit!
I'll take you.
Counter's itching to jump in!
Out of my way!
No problem! Need my perfectly symmetrical!
Is that from ages ago then? Oh, I got some polychrome. Holy shit. I actually got some polychrome. So that was sort of part of the same fishing quest. I just don't want to do the fishing parts. Fishing is the worst fucking fishing mechanics I've ever seen in my entire life. No, he might make me fish. He might make me fish though. Okay, what else we got in our quest log? If I can figure out how to get into the fucking thing. Don't care about the fishing. That's fishing, that's fishing. I think they're all fishing. What's this one? Just sweet. So all I've got is Sweet Suibian Temple and fishing left. City, beginning of the journey. Take a group photo of Apon and Honor. Where though? Which area? I don't know where that is. Oh, there's also a thing there that I noticed. I might be able to get polychrome off that. There's a thing outside of that hand place or whatever. What's this? Star loop. Some stuff here. What's this? Oh yeah, there's some stuff in here as well, I think. Where the fuck do I go? Fuck. How do I actually... Is it in the elevator? How the fuck do I get to the quest? This makes no sense. I think this was the worst Zenless patch ever. This is when I really started hating Zenless. This is when fucking Asta Yao and all those other fucking fuckers came out. Yeah, I hated the characters. I hated the fucking theme. I hated, like, this area is absolute fucking... I could see they were trying to do like a little Zenless Fall Guys type thing, which that was the best thing about that patch, but I just couldn't be arsed with it. I was like, I don't really want to play Bamboo Fall Guys, so there was just nothing for me at that point. That's why I fucking quit. Stopped playing for ages. I think this was the worst of Zenless. I just fucking came up here. Can I go this way? No. This whole fucking area makes no sense. It's like they're all smoking crack when this came out. What was my other elevator option? Wasn't there like 2 options? Oh no, the other one is turn on navigation. This doesn't make any sense. How do I get to this? Start. Okay. That's fucking insane. I've never had to do that anywhere else though. Why would I need to do that? Why isn't she just there anywhere? This is so fucking batshit. Okay. Yeah, Zenless went through. I thought it started off with a lot of promise. I liked the game when it first came out. It just felt a little like it was struggling to weave the 2 parts together. And it was way too much TV compared to like normal combat. But I liked the TVs. I just thought there was like you spent 20 minutes in the TVs and then had 20 seconds for combat. And I'm like, well, just make it more like, I don't know, half and half or something and it'll be fine. But they got rid of the TVs altogether and then, my god, is this being pretty powerful at certain points. But I think it's good now. But my god, it went through some good patches. I hate playing as one fucking character. I can't do my fucking assists. I hate this character anyway. I have no idea how to play. So this is just painful. This is painful to play.
Target spotted. Flames, obey me.
Yeah. I gotta go. Looks like food's ready. Ooh, yeah, going back and doing this older content is really gnarly. Alright, I'm gonna leave it there. I get some food and I'll probably just... I'll have to deal with the food. Because the meds I'm on... Yeah, so that's probably... I'll probably be back on tomorrow at some point. And I'll work on my thing sort of in, you know, low battery mode. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye.